Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. On November 4th, 2018, 40-year-old Tamla Horsford, a mother of 5, was discovered dead in the backyard of a Cumming, Georgia home where she had been attending a slumber party with other football moms the night before. She arrived about 10 p.m. People were there drinking, watching football, and playing a game called Cards Against Humanity. There were 3 men at the house, according to witnesses. Tamla got up around 2 a.m. to go smoke a cigarette on the back porch. At 7:30 a.m. the next morning, the homeowner's aunt found her laying face down and motionless under the porch. At 8:59 a.m., Jose Barrera, who is the homeowner's boyfriend, called 911. And in the 911 call, he states that Tamla is laying face down and not breathing. And he also brought attention to a small cut on her wrist, suggesting that it may have been self-inflicted. You can also hear a woman's voice in the background on the call, speculating that Tamla might have fallen from the balcony. Now note, Jose Barrera, the homeowner's boyfriend, at the time this happened, was employed by Forsyth County Court as a court officer and has since been terminated for accessing the incident report internally on multiple occasions. Okay. Now, the initial autopsy discovered multiple blunt force injuries and a high blood alcohol level. However, a second independent autopsy requested by the family shows Tamla sustained several injuries to the head, neck, and torso. Cuts were also discovered on her face, wrists, hand, and lower legs. Also, a laceration to the right ventricle of her heart. The toxicology screening found her blood alcohol level at 0.238, and there were also traces of an anxiety drug in her system. On February 20th, 2019, Major Joe Perkins of the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office announced that the case will be closed and there was no evidence of foul play, and then her death was ruled as accidental. On June 5th, 2020, Ralph E. Fernandez, the family attorney, wrote a letter to Leander Horsford, which is Tamla's husband, claiming that the team's investigation into the details of the case strongly suggested homicide. Witness statements are in conflict. A potential subject handled the body as well as the evidence prior to law enforcement arriving. Evidence was disposed of and no inquiry followed. The scene was not preserved. He also stated that Tamla's injuries were consistent with those of a physical struggle, but that the absence of photos from the initial autopsy prevented a definite conclusion. Well, thanks to 586,000 signatures, social media, the family, and a few celebrities like Kim Kardashian, rapper T.I., and rapper 50 Cent, the case has been reopened as of June 18, 2020. So I hope with the new investigation, it does bring Tamla's family some answers and some justice. Prayers goes out to her family, especially her husband and her 5 boys. But let's talk about it. I would start with Jose Barrera and his girlfriend. Apparently, something is amiss there. He's accessing the incident report. I wonder if he was trying to make changes. And why is he accessing the incident report? On numerous occasions, I might add. Now, Tamla fell 14 feet from the balcony on the second floor. Could a 14-foot fall cause those types of injuries? Could a 14-foot fall kill you? And does it matter that she was the only black person at the party? You guys let me know what you think. Please comment below, and thank you guys so much for watching.
Smile and a sparkle in her eye, Tamla Horsford was a ray of light, according to her family, a mother of 5 boys who put everyone else first.
Super mom. She made sure she could provide for them. She was always the type of person who would stand up for the little guy, you know?
Now her tragic death is seeing renewed cries for justice in the midst of a nationwide movement.
It's unfortunate that it has to take other people's heartbreak and other people's loss for the proper attention to be given to this case involving my sister.
In November 2018, Horsford went to a friend's sleepover birthday party at a home in North Georgia. The next morning, the 40-year-old was found in her pajamas, unresponsive, in the backyard. Until now, her family has not spoken out publicly. Their grief still as raw as the night Horsford died.
It's just hard for me to talk about her.
The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office ruled her death an accident, concluding she fell from a second-story balcony. An autopsy uncovered a blood alcohol level of 0.23, nearly 3 times the legal driving limit in Georgia. Traces of Xanax and marijuana were also found.
But never, ever have I seen my sister become sloppy drunk and incoherent. And so I doubt that she would pick a sleepover with people that she was just getting to know to start behaving that way.
The attorney for Horsford's family says despite repeated requests, police never provided any autopsy photos. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation says he didn't follow procedure. Ralph Fernandez says that's not true.
How unusual is it to request autopsy photos and not be given them?
It's never happened. But it defies logic.
And he claims that's not the only issue that defies logic.
The placement of the body, multitude of injuries. What I would consider to be defensive injuries, the inexplicable post-mortem bleedings.
The sheriff's office says it conducted a thorough and comprehensive investigation. But Fernandez believes there's a strong possibility Tamla Horsford's death was a homicide.
There were numerous inconsistencies in a series of statements, the disposal of evidence, the relationships between the parties.
Across the U.S., the case has sparked a huge petition, with celebrities like Kim Kardashian and 50 Cent also calling attention to the cause.
I think people are just tired of seeing, loved ones being taken so senselessly.
After the public outcry, Georgia authorities reopened the investigation at the request of the sheriff's office. But the family is not satisfied.
We just want justice. Boys, I just need justice. We need answers that make sense. None of this makes sense. None of it.